Today I'm going to show you how to multiply with common fractions. Now when we multiply, it's actually much easier than when we are adding common fractions. Now the first step is that I'm going to times my numerators with one another. So it's going to be 3 times 7. And when I multiply, I'm also allowed to multiply my denumerators with one another. So it's going to be 2 times 6. So I can go and rewrite my fraction. I'm going to say 3 times 7 gives me 21. And 2 times 6 gives me 12. Now, this can't be my final answer because this fraction is an improper fraction and I always want my final answer to be a mixed number or a proper fraction. Now, how am I going to change this improper fraction to a proper fraction or a mixed number? So the first step is I'm actually going to divide the 21 with 12. Now to make it much easier for you, you can use your clue board, and by using your clue board you are going to say 1 times 12 is going to give me 12. 2 times 12 is equal to 24. Now I can't use the 24 because my numerator is less than 24. So I'm not going to have two whole numbers. I'm just going to have one whole number because 12 can divide into 21 one time. The reason for that, 1 times 12 gives me 12. But now I need to go and find out what is my remainder. So if I take 21 and I subtract 12, my answer is going to be 9. So that means that my remainder is going to be 9. And now my fraction is a mixed number. But still, this is not my final answer. Because if I'm working with fractions, I always need to go and simplify. Now, how am I going to simplify? I'm going to find my highest common factor. I'm going to write down all the factors of 9 and all the factors of 12, and then I'm going to check where the factors are the same, where is my highest common factor. So the factors of 9 is going to be 1 and 9 because 1 times 9 is going to give me 9, and then it's going to be 3 times 3 gives me 9. So my factors of 9 is 1, 3 and 9. Then I'm going to write down the factors of 12. That's going to be 1 and 12 because 1 times 12 gives me 12. And then it's going to be 2 because 2 times 6 gives me 12. And then it's also going to be 3 and 4 because 3 times 4 gives me 12. And then I'm done. This is all the factors of 12. Now I need to go and find my common factor. Now you see at the 9, my common factor is going to be 3. And at the 12 is going to be 3 because this is the only place that my factors are the same value. So now I'm going to use my highest common factor to simplify. I'm going to divide the 9 with 3 and I'm going to divide the 12 with 3. Then my answer is going to be 9 divided by 3 gives me 3, and 12 divided by 3 is going to give me 4. And this is going to be my final answer, and this is my fraction in its simplest form.